Stadium, Baton Rouge. Week 6 of the college football season, and our EA Sports college football coverage continues with what ought to be a great one. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the LSU Tigers. We stay this day, Paul and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Checking in with the Gamecocks head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Right side, it's Brown. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to the counter. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Left side is Green. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Drops back on first down. And as he throws, it's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Out wide right, it's Green. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the middle. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on 1 time in that loss last week. inside. It's Clark. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Sellers. Out wide left, it's Clark. Still running at the 40. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Sets his feet, it's Sellers. Right side, it's Clark. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Looking for a gap, it's Clark. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Running it to the right. Sees an alley. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Give to the running back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On the move. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the second quarter. play of the period will be a second down. Quick give. It's Clark. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
And the Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. They're down to one timeout left in the half. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Follows his blocks. It's McAllister. Knocked down immediately.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Here's Sellers to throw. Rush right in his face. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. That's the 50.
This guy has to go play the lottery. He's the luckiest D lineman in college football. You're lucky if you ever get one interception. He did that last week. He just got his 2nd interception on the season in this game. When the game's over, drive to the gas station, buy a lottery ticket, and play because you're going to be rich.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And there is little more difficult to defend than pressure right up the middle, and the big nose tackle brings it there.
And he starts right on the football. A lot of time he gets double-teamed, right? Because he's right there and you got the guards next to him, but the big fella just uses his power, overpowers the line, gets to the quarterback, and gets the sack.
To the air, it's Levitt. And he gets it away.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play, they took a sack. This one, they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. 3rd down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
And now let's see what they come up with on 3rd down after that incompletion. He's looking downfield to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Nestled just inside that right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Got the quick completion. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. On the run, it's Clark. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Throwing, Sellers. Slips a tackle. Unloads to the right. Got a man, it's Tuggle. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
And I think it's safe to say Lenore Sellers, David, probably one of the most polarizing players in all of college football. You've seen how special and freakishly talented this guy is with his ability not just throwing the football, but running it, the strength, the size, the power, and more than anything, what we saw a year ago was his ability to avoid sacks and avoid negative plays. I know this. He doesn't have a chance unless this offensive line gets a lot better, but they believe they've built that up. And if that's the case, this could be a very special year for South Carolina.
Well, and let's be honest, this is where they spent their money in the offseason. They wanted to fortify the offensive line. They brought in Kendall Browse at the coordinator spot. They did everything they could to build around this young man. Lenore Sellers' talent is through the roof. We know it. Big, strong, can throw it. Now the pieces around him, a big year could be coming for this big young man.
He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Play fake, Sellers. Moves to his right. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he gets rid of it.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Second and long here. Sellers. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Sellers through the noise. Left side is Sellers. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it on the move. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. A first down run in the red zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, South Carolina. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback signaling to his guy. To the air. It's Levin. Look out. Out of the backfield, he's open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to it.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
3rd down coming after the incompletion. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Sellers on the play action. Looking for a deep man. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Back to throw, it's Levin. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Extending the play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Takes the handoff. It's Howell. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the number 5 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Crimson Tide coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. The victory gets this team to 4-2. It has not been a perfect start, but they are right in position entering the second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Mountain West.
Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They'll give it to him again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. On the move. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Keeps it on the option. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Sellers. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Out wide left, it's Durham. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. All the way across the 50, into plus territory, and finally stopped at the 43. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Dropping back, it's Levin. Got his man. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game.
Snags it, and there's running room.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He wants to throw it again. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Handoff, Caden Durham. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Here's Durham one more time. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Looking downfield, it's Levin. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Clark. He's past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Here's Sellers to throw. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Levin. Finds his big tight end. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Going to the run, it's Durham. Swamped immediately.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Left side, it's Green. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Looking to throw, it's Levin. Escapes the pressure going right. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
And he got it! Still a one-score game, and they've got a little breathing room.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Bringing it back. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. On the move is the 30. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Throwing Sellers. He wants to go deep. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
Well, they came into this game knowing they were going to get one-on-one opportunities deep down the field. It was just a matter of finding that matchup, and they did find it here late. Great throw, great decision, beautiful catch. That ties the game late, and now this extra point, if it goes through, gives them the lead.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Keeping his eyes downfield. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To throw, it's Levitt. He unleashes a long one. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Gives it. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Sellers. He's got the back in the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. It's dropped after taking the hit.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's Sellers to throw. Right down the middle. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Out wide right, it's Wilson. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Fresh set of downs going up top. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field. Use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's a give to Durham. There he goes. The 20.
Listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
He gets it into the end zone. The two-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish that thing off in style with a 49-yard touchdown run. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This winning play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing, Sellers. Back open in the middle.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Straight ahead, it's Clark. Just smothered on the play. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Sellers from the gun on third down. Short throw to the sideline, complete. He steps out of bounds with a first down. The Gamecocks want to move quickly.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
He wants a big play here late. Snatches it on the right. And he scores! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Levin. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Man, what a great play by the defender there. Big-time players make big plays in big games, and against an outstanding wide receiver one-on-one, he's able to knock the ball away and force an incompletion late in the game with everything on the line.
The right play here is try to win it in regulation. Don't be too conservative. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete.
Well, that's a big completion at this point of the game, right? It's late, it's tied, and you're just trying to get the football in field goal range. Give your kicker at least an opportunity to win this thing and avoid overtime.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Piles his way ahead. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Looking to throw, it's Levin. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down to the air. He makes a catch. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. With the ball marked down at the 33, that'll leave them with a 50-yard attempt to try to win this game. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. With the ball marked down at the 33, that'll leave them with a 50-yard attempt to try to win this game. It's good! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
They stopped the return.